Tonight on NewsWatch 12 at 11, a 157-mile Rogue River journey launches tomorrow, all to help a local boy fighting a rare disease, how the community is coming together. Plus, an inside look at opening day for the Ashland Independent Film Festival's first year back since the pandemic.
And we're tracking some cooler and wetter weather to end our work week. We'll track the showers and thunderstorms for you for your Friday and take a look at the weekend coming up.
Live, local, late breaking. This is NewsWatch 12 at 11.
Thank you for choosing NewsWatch 12 at 11. I'm Samantha Cadera. Now, some of us have seen some thunderstorms this evening and more unsettled weather is on the way. So let's go right over to Storm Tracker 12 Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman to see what we can expect for the rest of our work week.
Yeah, we did get a few storms, especially in Josephine County as well as portions of Siskiyou County. Most of the showers have worked off to the north, and we're going to keep at least a slight chance overnight tonight of a shower in the region. You can see a lot of clouds, though, have rolled into southern Oregon and northern California, but this main storm system will be swinging through and it will enhance the shower activity for tomorrow. Some thunderstorms also in the mix for our Friday, but some cooler air is going to be moving in as well. We'll see definitely ample clouds tomorrow, so not going to be as warm for your Friday. But because of the clouds tonight, we won't be as chilly. We're still at 55 in Medford. It's 51 in Klamath Falls, 57 degrees in Montague tonight. Only dropping to 49 in Medford, 47 in Grants Pass. We'll drop to about 40 in Klamath Falls and 44 degrees in Wairika. Tomorrow, plenty of clouds, cooler temperatures. Showers will become more widespread in the afternoon with some isolated spotty thunderstorms. Highs only in the 60s in Medford, Grants Pass, as well as Wairika. 59 for a high in Klamath Falls and 54 in Brookings. So much more widespread wet weather the next couple of days. No washouts overall, though, even into the start of the weekend. But Sunday, it is looking like a dry day. Temperatures will start to rebound as well into next week. We'll time out to the wet weather, talk temperatures through the weekend, and take a look at your forecast through next week coming up in just a bit. Samantha.
Matt, thank you. And tomorrow, a group of 7 men will launch a 157-mile whitewater rafting journey down the Rogue River, all to help fund treatment for a 6-year-old William Jackson who's battling a rare disease. This week, Roxanne Winery helped raise $20,000 for the cause, and co-owner Chad Day, who is also William's father, is one of the men making the 40-hour rafting trip as part of the Wero for William campaign. The goal is to raise $800,000 to cover William's first round of treatment. Whitewater rafting is a big part of the Jackson family's life, and their Southern Oregon community is paddling alongside them in support.
We've been rafting throughout our whole relationship. We fell in love on the river, so it's a huge part of our family. We brought our kids on the river as babies.
Katie, William's mom, said the rafting trip and raising money is the easy part. William is the one who's putting in the hard work, living each day with Duchenne muscular dystrophy and doing it with a smile on his face. The rafts will launch at 7 a.m. tomorrow in Grants Pass, then travel across Southern Oregon to dump out in Gold Beach Saturday afternoon. All the rafters are skilled and prepared with lights, wetsuits, and hot coffee. NewsWatch 12 this morning will have live coverage of the launch tomorrow morning as we continue to follow William and his medical journey. And a sudden move by the U.S. Department of Justice has pulled the plug on federal funding for the National CASA program that supports volunteers who advocate for children in foster care. The decision has national impact, but CASA of Jackson and Josephine counties says they're staying focused and leaning on state legislation to help fill the gap, specifically House Bills 5002 and 3196, which could restore key funding for child advocacy work statewide.
If those bills pass, we're really in decent shape. So that's what we're directing our focus to, is making sure that that funding is approved.
Despite the federal setback, CASA says services will continue, training won't stop, and community support remains essential, especially with more than 150 children still on the wait list in Jackson and Josephine counties. And onto a crime alert, 34-year-old James Cecil was sentenced Wednesday to 70 months under Measure 11, meaning he'll serve the full term with no early release. Cecil was convicted of second-degree assault after a May 2024 incident where he beat his girlfriend. The victim also described a prior attack in April where Cecil broke her hand, held a gun to her head, and strangled her with a vacuum cord. Cecil will also face 3 years of supervision after his release. And the Grants Pass Major Crimes Unit is investigating a stabbing that left the victim with life-threatening injuries. The male victim reported being stabbed during an argument last night. Police say the victim was transported with life-threatening injuries, and the suspect is believed to be an adult male in the Merlin area. The case is under active investigation, but police say there is no threat to the public. And a man has been arrested for transporting more than 428 pounds of illegal marijuana and attempting to bribe a peace officer. The Siskiyou County Sheriff's Office arrested 50-year-old Robert Levin, who said he was with a licensed marijuana business during the arrest. Levin offered $20,000 to the deputies in exchange for his release. He is now booked in the Siskiyou County Jail. The Sheriff's Office says illegal marijuana is routinely found to be produced with toxic and carcinogenic pesticides. And ODFW is investigating several sick and dead brown pelicans found along the Oregon coast. 2 pelicans found near Newport tested negative for bird flu, and ODFW is still waiting on tests for dihomic and acid toxicity caused by algae blooms. That same toxin prompted a razor clam advisory along the Oregon coast. If you see a sick or dead pelican, leave it alone. ODFW says they're aware and there's no need to report it. And the Curry County Board of Commissioners has announced that Lynn Coker will fill the open county commissioner position. Coker previously applied but withdrew his application in support of Brookings Mayor Isaac Hodges. NewsWatch 12 previously reported that Hodges withdrew his acceptance of the commissioner position on April 18th. Coker's term is set to begin on May 2nd. And Josephine County search and rescue crews responded to the Rainy Falls Trail Monday afternoon after a hiker was injured and unable to walk out. Teams reached the hiker about 2 miles into the trail and found both ankles injured. Using a wheeled litter carrier, they safely transported the hiker out of the area for medical care. And opening day of the Ashland Independent Film Festival kicked off today, marking its first full return to normal since the pandemic. A staple of the city, the festival is in full swing after years of hybrid and scaled-back events. NewsWatch 12's Rocky Walker has more.
The Ashland Independent Film Festival is back swinging after the COVID pandemic. This year, bringing filmmakers and film lovers flocking to the town of Ashland.
This is why we do it. This just feels so worth it.
The Ashland Independent Film Festival is back in full swing starting today, bringing dozens of film showings, Q&As, and filmmakers to the town. AIFF bringing in 10,000 people annually.
I call it a community affair. It's really, like I said, interactive, and the interactivity is between the audience members and the filmmakers, as well as the audience members with each other.
AIFF brings the film community to the town every year, bringing people like Dee Dee Wigley. She's been coming to the festival since 2019, and this year she's showcasing a film she was an executive producer on.
One of the best feelings is when you could hear a pin drop for 2 hours, and you know you have a compelling story, and you know that people are taking it in.
Wigley says festivals like this bring a magic, with patrons enjoying and commenting on the films.
It's one thing to know you did good work. It's another thing to know how well your work was received, and that is really amazing.
Today's festival comes back swinging after the pandemic forced it to go virtual, even needing to raise $100,000 this past year to pay off pandemic-era debt and bring the festival back.
I could see it was on the verge of rebuilding. This is the 24th festival, and now I said we can make it to 25 and beyond.
In Ashland, I'm Rocky Walker.
NewsWatch 12's Wake Up and Win is back next week, and you have your chance to win free tickets to the Applegate Valley Wine Trail Uncorked Barrel Tour on Saturday, May 17th. All you have to do is watch NewsWatch 12 this morning between 6:45 a.m. and 7 a.m., spot the daily code word, and enter it in on our website. One winner will be selected each day through Friday, May 2nd.